Hi guys, I'm MC, and in today's video we are going to go through a new obsidian farm that produces 71.5 thousand obsidian per hour. Since this farm is a nether portal farm, you can have one wherever you want in your world. The farm concept is not new, but I'm just a bit late. In fact, people had already designed new farms. But the first thing I noticed was the amount of withers used. To destroy a nether portal, you need at least 2 withers, talking of which, a wither only destroys a 3x3x4 area when damaged. A wither will attack and continue the same target and will not change target until the initial target dies, or if the wither gets attacked by another entity. Note that the wither needs to be able to see the eyes of the entity for it to attack it. A wither can only be damaged every second, or else it will launch a blue skull that destroys every block and even obsidian. So we need to avoid them since they are quite randomly shot. Finally, withers can only be damaged by players, projectiles and even some potions, but these are not very interesting in our farm. As I said earlier, since the beginning of these farms, people only use 2 withers, but I wanted to try and use 4 withers. Normally, in perfect conditions, a farm will produce 10 obsidian per second, since 2 withers can only destroy the upper frame of a portal. This would give us 36,000 obsidian per hour, but with 2 more withers, the amount goes up to 72,000 obsidian per hour, again in perfect conditions. After a bit of testing, I knew it was possible to make a farm with 4 withers, but how? First, the cages. I chose a basic wither cage made by a grindstone and 4 other blocks, but this cage needs a target approximately at the same height of the wither. Talking of the target, I chose the iron-golem. Again, a very common choice combined with soul sand and water which deflects the initial trajectory of the wither skulls. This part was easy to do, but the next part was much harder. I needed to damage the wither without them changing targets and something which had a 1-second delay. After testing a lot, I finally found it: redstone. It might seem stupid, but dispenser throwing snowballs would be a good idea. But now the problem was the actual snowballs. Again, I was stuck, but with more testing, by making a snow golem cage next to the wither to produce snow when the farm is running, while corrupting the vision between the snow golem and the wither, snowballs would actually work for us. Finally, after a lot of testing, this is the final design. This design has a built-in timer which damages the withers on the right timing to obtain the most amount of resources, and a filtering system to provide enough snowballs to damage the withers and continue. The only downside of this design is how you start the farm. Don't worry, it's easy, but you just need to know how it works. First, go in the overworld and deactivate the safety feature. Then, go back in the nether, start the farm by flicking the lever, and wait for approximately 5 seconds out of the nether portal. Go back in the overworld and break 1 portal block. I would recommend to break the entire upper frame just so that a backup platform is here in case something goes wrong. There you have it, a working 71.5 thousand per hour obsidian farm. Nevertheless, you should be aware that this farm can break like every wither cage based farm when you load the farm. But when running, the farm shouldn't break. One thing that is hard to do while building the farm is to place the snow golems in the farm. Since a wither explodes when it gets summoned, you need to sort out the snow golem separately. You need to place some blocks to block the vision of the snow golem and his hitbox. Using a wall and a fence will also align the snow golem, and with the lead and pistons, the snow golem should be trapped. This is the hardest part of building the farm, but it's also the final step. I hope you like this new design, and if you have any question or advices, feel free to comment below, and the world download will also be in the description. Anyway guys, see you in the next one.